Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Cutters franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We're entering year number 13 here in control of our Blast from the Past franchise. Last episode for our team, we came in with a whole bunch of optimism. After 3 consecutive seasons of making the playoffs and going all the way to the semifinals and losing, coming off one of our best records in the series, we were so hopeful. We even signed an S-tier 19-year-old rookie catcher prospect that we thought was going to be the Messiah. And he was. He lived up to expectations, but we had our worst record in franchise history, finishing 4-20 on the year and solidifying the worst record in the entire league for year number 12, as we were so bad that our win-loss record dipped back into the negative range. So now we have a losing record in charge of this franchise. Yay. Last episode in the off season, after we tore down the team and finished off year 12, we went into the off season and we kept both of our catchers. We had to re-sign Burnout as he finally left for more money. We have a new first baseman in Buck Agro. Emil Hopkins is still here. Ronald Hogwash was re-signed to be the backup middle infielder. Ezekiel Miners is still here along with Praline and Hilldown. Melody Santos, the veteran 40-year-old bench player, is still here because we ran out of money and couldn't sign anybody to replace her. We have a new rookie left fielder in Curtis George, splitting time with Tandy Deep III. Reese Austin is still here, and we have a new rookie right fielder in Jimena Bowles. Pitching rotation still has Pablo Cantu and Marv Willis. We added rookie Finnegan Gangrene and second-year pitcher Leah Dudley. She sticks around again. We ran out of money, couldn't replace her. Bullpen, we added Class Mirthright. We held on to Everett Yuppers and McKinley Whitaker. We also held on to Johnny Escobar while signing rookie reliever Gustav Portillo. So now, let's see if this revamped team can turn it around and bounce back from that 4-20 season as we start off the year against our division rivals, the Buzzwings. We only have $1.1 million in the budget as we basically went all in again. Let's see if it was the right call this time around. This last season, it was not. And we're starting off with another loss, 5-2, as Ghost Praline comes off the bench and hits a bomb. Well, at least we didn't get shut out. Portillo or Mirthright? That's a very, very good question. Mirthright did pretty good. Not bad, 3 2/3 inning of 1-run ball. That's pretty good. Portillo hasn't pitched yet. Let's do the rookie here. Tell him to learn his place. One player for the cover of Dugout Heroes. Let's build up Yuppers' loyalty a bit here. Alright. See if we can bounce back in game 2 here. So we don't really have to worry about player development here this season, as we don't have any funds coming in. We literally have only $45,000 right now. So thankfully we were smart enough to build up a budget of $8.8 million. So we'll see what's available. We're going to be very picky on what we choose to buy for the team. If it feels stupid, we're not going to bother with it. Looking around the league, Hopkins gets +1 arm. Love to see it. And that's it. Okay, what do we got? So power for Praline. Not bad, but we have 1 game on him. We don't need to rush these things because, remember, we're not going to have a lot of money coming into the budget. So the longer we can stretch this money out, the better for us. Chance to upgrade our backup, Ronald Hogwash. Okay. Interesting. Hilldown would get more power. Okay. Curtis George, noodle arm. That's killer on an outfielder. Pass. Portillo, chance to get gets ahead. That would help with the loyalty we just took from him. I can consider that. Gangrene could get a forkball before his first start. I'm liking what you're putting down. So a lot of those I actually like. We'll see which ones I end up buying. Alright, Willis versus Buttercup Frost. Let's see if we can beat the Pythons, who are 1-0. Well, they are lighting us up in the middle innings as they beat us 12-3. Again, we don't really have a bullpen, so I'm not surprised that this isn't going well. Austin loses 1 arm down to 48. Bowman signed Hash Longstop, the veteran catcher. Longstop as he replaces Tobin Porter. Dimples Escobar to the Cockatoos, replacing Wally Manning. Hector Longstroke released by the Colossus for Elijah Homegrown. 36% on this one for Praline, okay. 36 on this one for Portillo. And 10 on Gangrene. Okay, we definitely want Portillo's because it's a chance to get a trait. So that's a definite buy. 1 velo to 77, 1 junk to 30, 1 accuracy to 66. Not going to get the gets ahead trait, which is fine. Good move on the loyalty there. Praline extra power. Okay. Or Gangrene, a chance to get an extra pitch. Let's do Ghost's power here. I got a good feeling about this. 3 power to 72, bonus 5. Nope. That's alright. Does max out his loyalty though, so that's good. And we'll save Gangrenes for one more, because he's not due to pitch this next game. Or is he actually? He is. So we'll need to buy it now if we want it. Yeah, let's just buy it now since he's about to pitch. If he was the 4th starter, I wouldn't buy it, but he's getting ready to pitch. 1 velo to 60, 1 junk to 63, bonus 3 velo, no dice. Trying to gain a forkball. That didn't work either, it's okay. Alright, so we'll save the others. Taking on the 2-0 Cockatoos. Let's see if we can get it rolling. How's it going, guys? Come on. We rally but lose 6-4. Okay, so we're 0-3 to start the year. I'm having flashbacks. Remember, we went 0 and I think 14 or 15 before we got our first win last season. So, yeah, I'd rather not repeat that if I had an option. Chance to get falls behind. Nope. Velocity for Johnny. He's a veteran. He's 36 at this point. There's no point. He's just going to regress. Ooh, chance to get elite 4-seamer, though, for Pablo. We can circle that one. Adelmo Lee, released by the Rousers for Ash Bradley. Glade Butts to the Colossus, replacing Joe Mullen. And Class Mirthright gets +3 velocity on a random roll. Nice. Alright, Hogwash is at 10%, 14 on this one for Hilldown. Hilldown doesn't really need the extra power. He's already pretty good with it, and his loyalty is actually in a decent spot. Can't do 3% on his. We can wait on his. I think Hogwash would need the development more, but again, we're only upgrading what he's really good at already, so it's kind of dumb. Honestly, I don't like either of these. I think this one for Cantu outweighs both of them. So let's just buy Cantu's then, because this is gaining Choker, which is dumb, and this is gaining Falls Behind, also dumb. So let's do Pablo. 1 velo to 92, 1 junk to 52, 1 accuracy to 71, and we're going to get Elite 4-seamer. Let's go, Pablo. Tier 2 as well. Nice. Good job, big dude. Good job, big guy. That's our ace, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, game 4 against the Brown Bears, who are 1-2. Let's see if we can get our first win. Dudley on the mound. Let's see how badly this goes. Blew it in the 8th, and then the 9th they just unloaded. Yep, we're 0-4. It's not going well. Our bullpen is definitely the problem. Offense ain't really contributing much either. Let's take a look at the numbers here through 4 games. And I think I'm going to make a couple more roster moves because this is ridiculous. Rig Mills to the Ancients, replacing Flynn Snow. And a chance to gain Workhorse there on Whitaker out of the bullpen. Interesting. Workhorse on a reliever. I don't think I've ever seen that, actually. I think I've only seen Workhorse on starters. That is very intriguing. And a chance to gain power, speed, and contact from Miners. Yeah, I can get behind that one. That's pretty decent. And Miners' loyalty is actually pretty good, though, so his isn't necessary. Whitaker, I would definitely want to buy that. Like 25% chance. I can't pass that up. It's only at 1%, though, so we can really wait on it. We're going to try and stretch out our budget as much as possible here. But yeah, what are the numbers like through 4 games? How bad is it? Well, Miners is off to a slow start. So is Bowles. So is Hancock. Wow, that's bad, Hancock. Jesus. 133. Yeah, he was off to a hot start last season. This season, he's the problem. Aggro's doing decently well. George is off to a slow start. So's Tandy. Hill down, burnout. Basically, our offense is just shit, is what I'm looking at right here. The only ones hitting decently well are Austin, Aggro, and Hopkins. That's it. 3 starters are hitting well. Everyone else, 200 or worse. And pitching, oh my God. Don't even get me started on that. Portillo, Escobar getting lit up. Whitaker's getting lit up. Like, Mirthwright's not even doing well. The only one doing well is Yuppers, who's actually the only decent reliever we have. Dudley was our best starter. But no starter got out of the 5th inning. Like, Jesus Christ. No wonder we're losing our bullpen is shot. Yeesh, that is bad, guys. We need to get something going and in a hurry. Is there anything we can do to make a roster move here that could beef up this team? Honestly, I think maybe getting rid of Hancock would be the answer, because since we brought him on, our team has just done absolutely nothing, and our pitching needs an upgrade like massively, and the only way we can do that is with more money, because we cannot be running through this another season like this. It's just not going to go well. Like, I think our starting rotation is fine. It's not horrible. It's not great either, but it's not horrible. Outside of Dudley, I think Dudley's the only exception. But, like, our bullpen needs a boost, but there are no relievers to sign, so it's really not worth it at this point. Still, it's like, I know the problem. We just got to wait and fight through these early season growing pains here. Let's see if Cantu can bounce back here in his second start as we take on the 2-2 undead. Come on, give me something, guys. Give me something. Give me a sign that you're still fighting. Well, we fought into extra innings, and then we lost. Yep. So we're 0-5. All right. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Wrench Cook to the spinners. He'll replace Waldo Cole. Iceman Bowers to the Colossus, replacing Dub Velos. And Aggro gains +3 power on a random roll up to 96. Good for him. Ooh, fielding for Praline would be good. I like this one. Miners. Dude, I like Miners as 2. The workhorse on Whitaker is just really, really good. I can't pass that up. 4 accuracy to 42. 1 contact to 19. Down to junk to 79. She does not get the bonus for accuracy. Going for workhorse. We're not going to get that either, unfortunately. That was probably our best chance to get it to. 25% chance. Unlucky. All right, game 6. Let's see how this goes against the Ancients. Fletcher versus Willis. Yes, finally we got our first win. It didn't take 15 fucking games to do it. It only took us 6 this time. We're on the board. Let's go. Keaton Garlapally to the Cockatoos, replacing Lover Hendricks. Okay. Chance gain rally starter on Buck Aggro. Okay. That would be good. 6%. Ooh, arm on burnout. I mean, I ain't going to say no to free arm. Buck Aggro. Tier 3 rally starter. That'd be amazing. That is going to eat up a lot of our budget, though. So if we're going to go for this one for Aggro, we're going to need to make some sacrifices, and we're going to say no to this one for Oliver, no to this one for Miners, and no to this one for Praline, because all 3 of these totaled up past this one for Aggro. So in order to buy his, we have to say no to all 3 of them. It's the right thing to do, I think. Damn, 23-5. Holy crap. Well, let's see if we can beat the Grimcats, who are 4-2. Miners and Bulls both struggling here. They're both rattled. Finnegan Gangrene on the mound against Patrick Rivers. Let's see what the rookie starter can do for us. And we're going to win 6-2. That's a 2-game winning streak. Okay. Now it's a trend. George, easy. He ain't hit well. Cantu or Miners? Miners. He's been more disappointing, I think. Yuppers has been pitching really well. He's going to get this. Bowles has been horrible. Nice. 2 and 5. I'll take it. Whiffer on Austin. Nope. Elite curveball. That is on Dudley. Ooh, that would boost her. I do like Dudley. She has been pitching well above her ratings so far in the series. 1 game on it, too. I can swing that. These two I can definitely swing. All right, taking on the 2 and 5 spinners here. Let's see who's going to come out on top in this battle. Let's see what Dudley can do. Gave up 3 runs in the first inning, and we lose 6-1. Okay. Tough loss. That's probably her worst start so far. Again, Miners or Escobar. I think Miners has a future with this team. Escobar is, of course, 36, so he's getting ready to retire soon. All right, so through 8 games, we're not doing so hot. Tristan Chavez to the Razzles, replacing Emmanuel Moran. Otto Lang to the Felines, replacing Billy Johns. Chance Peck to the Ancients, replacing Alessandro Sullivan. All right, before we buy these 2 traits, let's go ahead and look at the stats and see how the team's doing through 8 games now. All right, Buck Agro is actually hitting better. He's the offensive leader for the team right now. Burnout has got his average above 200. He was hitting 091, I believe, so he's doing well. Miners is still struggling. Hopkins is hitting up to 240 now. Hilldown has come back from 107 to 214. Praline's gone up a little bit to 222. Curtis George is now hitting well at 259. Tandy Deep is still struggling. Reese Austin is down a bit. He was hitting 260. He's now down to 238. And Hancock is hitting only 185 with Bowles hitting 091. So definitely a lot of underperformers there. Pitching numbers look a little bit better here in the starting rotation. Still, nobody has pitched more than 5 innings in a game, as Cantu and Gangrene both threw 5 innings in their start. Willis, I think, threw 5 and some change. I don't think he got through the 6th. Bullpen numbers are looking better for Mirth Wright. Yuppers is still looking good. However, Whitaker, Escobar, and Portillo are still looking pretty bad. Taking on the last place frontrunners. This is a game we should win, in theory. But let's do our traits first. Almost forgot to do the PDOs. Buck Aggro, 2 power to 98, 2 contact to 71. Bonus 1 power to max it out. Nope. Bonus 4 contact. Didn't get it. That's okay. Rally starter at tier 3. Damn it. That would have been a great trade to roll. Still, Aggro's loyalty is basically maxed out, and he's an A overall now as he's developed really well. And Leah Dudley, 4 accuracy to 38, 1 contact to 21, down 2 junk to 14. Does not get the bonus 4 accuracy. Rolling for elite curveball. She doesn't get that either. But the loyalty goes up again. She slowly climbs towards a C overall. Let's see how we do against the last place frontrunners with Logan versus Cantu. Battle of the Aces. And we're going to win 8-2. There we go. All right. I love it. I'm loving it. Win's a win. I'll take it. Decent one for Cantu. Ashley to the Felines, replacing Lynn Trickster. Whiffer is dumb. We're going to ignore this one. Chance to develop Whitaker. Okay. Will it meltdown? Nope. Alright, so I like this one for Praline, but I don't know if I should buy it or not. I don't think I will. Especially since he's a bench guy. He's not really playing. Whitaker is 3%. I can wait on this one time. Decent chance to upgrade her. Cantu, extra velocity. He doesn't really need the extra velocity, so I'm going to pass on this. If it was junk, I would buy it for sure, or accuracy, but it's velocity. He's already elite in the velocity category with elite four-seamer boosting that above 100, so no thanks. Just Whitaker's, I think. All right, taking on the 5 and 4 Colossus. Let's see how we do. to string another win together here. Tried to rally, we lost 7-2. Okay, didn't go so well. Okay, understandable. Escobar, easy. Well, at least we're not front runners level bad. Dale Griffith to the front runners, replacing Nathaniel Gardner. Twist Keith to the Brown Bears, replacing Asa Mulberry. Curtis George learns RBI hero on his own, and that is going to be at tier 3, by the way. Jesse Barnes to the Ancients, replacing Major Biggs. Damon French to the Buzzwings, replacing Baller Hurst. Pat Henderson to the frontrunners, replacing Justice Galindo. Brown Bears get Beefly Trevino as they replace Ronald Howard. Not bad. We're going to get Whitakers here. 1 velo to 45, 1 junk to 80, bonus 3 velo. We're going to get it. Nice, up to 48. Plus 4 there in that category. Does not get the screwball, though. Whitaker does get a little bit better, though, so that's good. Now we enter Game 11 against the Felines. Felines come in at 5 and 6. We're 3 and 7. Let's see if we can get another win on the board here. Pitching well, and we're going to shut him out. 9-0 the final. Great pitching from Gangrene today. Nice, and good offense today as well. Real complete game there. Chance to lose RBI here on Tandy Deep. Nope. K Neglector, no thank you. Marie Rago to the Colossus, replacing Ryan Cabrera. Fawn Bale to the Colossus, replacing Quinn Drake. Or no, sorry, Quinn Drake to the Colossus, replacing Fawn Bale. My bad, I read that wrong. I mean, the only one I really like is Praline, so let's buy it since it hung around so long. 1 speed to 68, 1 fielding to 45, 1 arm to 71, bonus 3 speed. Nope. Bonus 3 fielding. Also no. That's all right. Oh, looks like Tandy got hurt. That's not good. See how this goes against the 11-1 Rousers, who are dominating the league right now. Can we pull a fast one out on the best team in the league? No, we cannot. We tried, though. We kept it close, 4-2. So we're 4 and 8 halfway through the season. We'll need to look at the numbers and make a decision on what we want to do. And Curtis George, developing RBI here on his own. He gets a little loyalty for that. Portillo, easy. Rookie gets that down crease because he ain't doing anything. All right, let's have a look. How are the numbers halfway through the season for the team? Lanny McLean to the Felines, replacing Harper Fisher. Anias Bullock to the Gobblers, replacing Miguel Grayweather. Gangrene rolls 4 fielding on his own. Ventura to the Buzzwings, replacing Marcus Powell. Hopkins gets +7 fielding on his own, up to 78. Portillo loses 6 accuracy. Wow, this rookie has just been an absolute disappointment. Pablo Cantu loses 4 junk on a random roll, down to 48. Brian Tate to the Buzzwings, replacing Harry Martinez. All right, let's have a look. How's the team looking through 12 games? Halfway home now. All right, Bowles is hitting .091. It's safe to say this experiment in right field failed. Agro's hitting well. He's hitting .298. Hancock is now above 200, so he is trending in the correct direction. Curtis George is hitting decently. Hopkins is hitting decently. Miners, it just hasn't gotten going. Tandy Deep is struggling still. Anthony Hilldown is not doing anything noteworthy either. Reese Austin is still going in the downward direction. Burnout is hitting around 200, and Praline is hitting only 231. Okay, we need to make a decision. Hogwash and Santos have yet to play in a game this season. Looking at pitching, Cantu has not been impressive. Willis has struggled. Gangrene's pitching well. Dudley is now showing her ratings. Mirthright pitches well. Portillo sucks. Escobar sucks. Whitaker sucks as well, but I don't expect much out of Whitaker, so I don't hold it against her. Yelpers has been great. Okay. Yeah, we need to make some moves. All right, we're sitting at 4 and 8. It's not looking terribly impressive. Let's start out in right field. We want to get rid of Bowles. So we can either do Ingrid Flowers, who can't field but can hit. Lover Hendricks, who can run and throw but can't really do anything else. Or Legend Randall or Ryan Cabrera. Now, Cabrera is above her price point, so she's out. Randall is below his price point. Hendricks reached his price point. And Flowers is below her price point. I'm thinking of the three, I like Flowers the best. I mean, yeah, she can't field, run, or throw, but at least she can hit, and that's what Bowles isn't doing. Bowles is not hitting. So if you can just hit the ball and hit above 200, I'll take it. Plus, it'll keep Spirited at tier 3, so I kind of like that option. Plus, it'll save us about $4 million bucks. So, bye-bye, Bowles. Clearly, you weren't the right answer in a free agency last time out. So that opens up a little bit of the budget there to 4.8 as we gain 3.7 mil on that move. Let's see what else we can do. We're not going to touch Hancock just yet. He is now hitting above 200. If he was still struggling, I would cut him. But since he's now hitting in the right direction, Burnout is still struggling, so maybe we'll be making a roster move for a catcher, but not quite yet. Maybe once we're like getting eliminated from the playoffs, then we can make that move. Probably could use a first baseman. Hogwash hasn't played a single game this season. Neither has Melody Santos, so both of them are kind of just wasting away here. I would like to keep one of them as like a middle infielder option, and then the other one can play like backup first base or something, maybe corner infield. I probably should also get rid of Ezekiel Miners. He's just not hitting well. Like, he's coming off 2 really great years, and now he's just being a liability at this point, really. There's no other way to put it. He's just hitting massively badly. He's 5 for 42. Like, it's bad. Like, it's really bad. He would need to light the world on fire to get back to his career numbers. Like, don't get me wrong, Miners is a solid player, and I really don't want to get rid of him, but right now, this season, I need production, and I'm not getting it. And I don't think Ghost Praline is ready to be the full-time starter. I just don't think he's good enough. Anthony Hilldown. He's just never really developed into like the big hitter I thought he was going to be. I think between Hilldown and Miners, I think Hilldown is the more disappointing of the two. So I think I'll cut him instead, actually. I think I'll keep Miners for now. But one of them has to go. Something has to change. You can't have both starters on the left side of my infield wasting away and doing nothing with their lives. Like, it's just not working. So what do we do? Do we get, well, the only decent shortstop is Alina McCarthy. Yeah, literally McCarthy is the only good shortstop. Okay. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Honestly, I'm tempted just to bring him in, yeah. I'm tempted to bring Manning in, but not quite yet. Honestly, Braylon Alexander is the best available of the three. Between him, Moran, and McCarthy. Maybe getting rid of minors is the right option. Nah, I'm not going to second guess myself. We're going to get rid of Hill down. We're going to go ahead and get we're going to get McCarthy. I think it's the right move. Plus, it's going to free up over $7 million. But you know what? Let me hold off. Let me see if I can make any moves in the bullpen first and then go from there. Looking at the outfield, Reese Austin is struggling this season, but we're not overly paying him that much. So I'm not too mad at his lack of production. And Tandy Deep, he's kind of like grandfathered into the team at this point. He's one of the only 2 original members left on the roster. Since the very beginning, him and Burnout, so I kind of don't want to get rid of him, but I don't have to. Let's look at pitching. All right, Grayweather just got released. Baller Hurst. Ezra Huang. Okay. I could see that one. Bringing him in maybe for Dudley. We do have the money for it. So I will keep that in mind. We definitely need to replace Dudley. She's just probably shouldn't be in the starting rotation right now if we want to compete. Gangrene's been pitching well. I trust Marv Willis to turn it around in the second half. Same thing with Cantu. Like, both of them should turn it around. So if we want to compete, I say we go get Ezra Huang. Dudley is what? Crafty. Okay, so we'll drop Crafty to tier 1. All right, I can live with that. Like we do have a lot of crafty players though. Crap. So we'll need to get Crafty back to tier 2 somehow, but I think for right now that's the right move to make. So let's get Ezra. So that beefs up our 4th starting pitching slot. All right, let's look at this bullpen here. So Amos Banks is still here. Okay. Kyson Bungalow. Comparing him to Portillo. He is not as bad as advertised, and it would keep Spirited the same at tier 3. So we would be keeping Spirited where it is. Honestly, there's no good relievers here, so there's not a lot we can do on this front. So it would have to be in the offensive side of the ball that we find that extra crafty player to put it back at tier 2. But yeah, I like Bungalow. I think we can get him in here because I definitely think that Gustavo Portillo has just been a waste of a spot. So let's go ahead and do that and free up some money. Puts 1.6 back in the budget here and keep Spirited at tier 3, which is where we want it. Now I got to find a crafty player to sign here on the offense. There's Adelmo Lee, Billy Johns, Don Moreno, okay. Ed the Man Manning, we could bring him back. Anahi Clayton, Flynn Snow, Vera McIntosh, and Forrest Harrell. Okay. All right, not Forrest, not McIntosh, not Snow, not Clayton. I could bring in Manning. We would get rid of Praline if that was the case. I think, right? Yeah, because Praline's disciplined, but that would put disciplined in tier 1. Which means you would have to make another roster move on top of that. Can't do Santos. Other options are Moreno, Johns, or Lee. Billy Johns is not bad. Moreno, I know we've had before in the series. We could bring her in. Can't do Hogwash. That would put it down to tier 2. Damn it. Yeah, it's like we're running into problems where now we can't really make the roster moves we want to make because it's ruining our our chemistry. Oh, this is annoying. God, this is a tricky minefield to work through, but we have to do it. Damn it. Yeah, we put ourselves in a tough spot here. What traits are tier 1? Stimulated, that don't matter too much. Sign Stealer, okay. Distractor. Distractor, easy targets, not horrible. Easy jumps, again, not ideal. Reverse splits and stimulated, really ruining Escobar's effectiveness. Really, if we're going to go down this path, we need to get rid of Escobar. Maybe bring in a discipline reliever for him. Ahmed Knock, okay. Or Raina Fisher. Could bring in Fisher for Escobar. We wouldn't lose any money in that case. But that means we would be getting a closer, which doesn't really do us any whole good. Or we could go get Koch, who's a 5-pitch reliever at 34. Not bad. But he's still not great either. I think, at least with Fisher, we'd have a fighting chance of something going our way. So let's go ahead and get her in here for Escobar, I guess. Kind of tying our hands here. If that's the moves we got to make. I would love to bring in a crafty player, but it'd have to be to get rid of a scholarly player. Which obviously we're not touching Aggro, Hopkins, or Hancock. We're not... Hill down I could debate getting rid of. Long we just got. We need him. And I can't get rid of Gangrene either, so it would have to be Hill down then. Right, so if I do Ed Manning for Ghost Praline, that'll put Discipline down to tier 1. Then I'll need to get a Discipline player to replace Hill down. Which I can't really do again either. Martinez, Porter, Biggs, Manning, McFreddy, Gordon, Mullen, Polbean. I mean, we could work with Wally Manning. I could work with Wally Manning. Bring him in for Praline instead. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. Yeah, it's like trying to keep the pieces hard here. Honestly, I think we just roll with this. Like, a lot of the crafty traits we have aren't that dire. So I think we can roll with that for now. Let's see if we can turn it around here in the beginning of the second half, as we're 4-8 now in the year. So quick recap of the roster moves. That is 4 Flowers for Bowles in right field. Huang for Dudley in our number 4 slot in the rotation. Bungalow for Portillo in the bullpen. And Escobar replaced by Fisher in the bullpen. Player development Hogwash. Learn to play the infield. Extra contact would be nice for him. Velocity for Cantu he doesn't really need. Okay. The only one interesting is Hogwashes, and his is 2 games on it. So no rush. Let's see how the second half starts against the 6-6 Claire. It says we start 4-8 here in the second half, and we fall behind 6-0 early as Cantu gets roughed up again. And we rally all the way back and win 12-10. We were down 6-0. Oh my God. Praline. I don't like either of you. Bungalow's younger. Couple traits. Curtis George rolls +5 power randomly. Nice. Hogwash is 1 game on his. 1 game on Hopkins. Extra fielding. Doesn't really need it. Chance to become a first baseman and an outfielder. Okay, so learn to play the outfield for minors. He hasn't really played well this year. I don't think he's earned this development opportunity. I think the only good one is Hogwashes again. What a win. Like, oh my god, I expect that to be a fat L. And instead we take a win. Yeah, but Cantu is really worrying me. Like, he is still getting lit the hell up. Like, it's bad. Let's see how we do against the Whispers. We're now 5-8. They are 6-8. Let's see who's coming out on top in this one. Barnes Wobble versus Willis. Give Marv turn it around. Gives us 2 runs in the first inning. We respond with 5 unanswered, and we hold on to win 6-5. We're up to 2nd place in our division. Look out now. Miners, Jesus Christ, man. Hilldown still hitting 204. Hopkins is hitting well. Yeah, it's going to be Hilldown. Just purely based on performance. Cantor rolls +6 fielding randomly. Trail Gordon to the Ridgebacks, replacing Arsenio Ellison. All right, we buy Hilldown Hogwashes here. For contact to 29, down a speed to 84. Gets the bonus for contact. That's +8 up to 33. Does not learn to play the whole infield, but that's a good development there for Hogwash. That maxes out his loyalty. He's now a B overall. Not bad. Taking on the 5-9 Buzzwings, who beat us on the opening day. Let's see if we can get some revenge here and even up the season series at 1-1. We got our hottest starting pitcher on the mound in Finnegan Gangrene. Let's see if he can get the best of Damon French. We hold on and win 7-4. That's 3 in a row. That's 3 wins in a row. It's our longest winning streak of the season. Fisher or Santos? Well, I don't like either of you, but Fisher is better. So, Fisher. At least she's playing. I don't think Santos has even touched the field once this year. Bungalow or Whitaker? Bungalow. Easy. Whitaker has a future here. Bungalow does not. George or Huang? George. Easy. Consistent for Gangrene. Ooh, that'd be good. Speed. 1 speed? Really? No. Arm for George. I'll need to take a look at that, see what his arm's like. Yeah, I could say. Yeah, I would say he could use the arm. 53. Definitely want to boost that up. Gangrene, consistent. Ooh, that'd be pretty damn good. I like his too. Miners, nah, you haven't earned this, bro. All right, we're about to hit game 16, taking on the 8 and 7 Hares. We come in at 7 and 8. Who's going to come out on top in this one? Reese Foster versus Ezra Huang, making his debut for us this season. He has pitched once this year, got a win in his only start. Let's see how he does with us. And the Hares pull away late, winning 11-6. That's okay. Ended a 3-game winning streak, but that's all right. Burnout, easy. Ken Larson released by the Ridgebacks for Francis Carlson. There in the rotation. Chiefly Solis to the Grim. Released by the Grims for Waldo Cole. Okay, not bad. 14% on George's. Why not? 3 arm to 56. Bonus 5 arm. We're going to get that as well. That's +8. Put it at 61 now. George's loyalty maxes out now. All right, I love it. Take it on the 9 and 7 Grims. We are 7 and 9. Cantu versus Hokie. One of our former ace to start the series versus our current ace right now. Can Pablo Cantu put together a good start? Hokie got lit up in the second inning. Cantu doesn't put up a good start, but we outslug him, winning 20-6. Big win for us. Let's roll. Hilldown desperately needs loyalty back, so let's do him. Hogwash +1 arm randomly. George +2 speed on his own. Leona Matthews released by the Colossus for Braylon Alexander. Okay. Loving it so far. How's the team looking? Good. Really good. Miners is hitting better. Still hitting poorly. Hopkins above 300 now. George hovering around 260 still. Flowers is hitting well. Hilldown is up to 230. Dandy Deep's up to 239. Austin's up to 300. He was hitting 220. Hancock at 241. Praline only at 212. Okay. Pitching Cantu is still getting lit up. Willis is getting better. Gangren's been doing well. Wong got lit up in his one start. Bungalow's getting lit up. Yuppers is doing well. Mirthwright's doing well. Whitaker is becoming passable, and Fisher's pitching well. See how we do against the Ridgebacks, coming in 11 and 6. We're 8 and 9. First things first, let's do development. What do we got for Gangrene? Chance to get consistent. 1 velo to 61, 1 junk to 64, 1 accuracy to 62. He does not get consistent, which is all right. Loyalty does max out, though, for Gangrene. All right, Mark Willis versus Betwixt Burns. Let's see who comes out on top. Can we beat the 11 and 6 Ridgebacks, who are currently leading their division? So we're trying to chase down the Pythons. We lose a pitcher's duel 2-1 as they walk it off with an RBI double in the 9th. So we fall to 8 and 10. Mirthwright, easy. Mirthwright before Bungalow. George or Willis? Willis has been more disappointing this year. Easy. Flowers or Praline? Let's do Praline. He has a future with the team, I think. 8 and 10. Jesus, that's bad. Kamari Chavez to the frontrunners, replacing the Fishman Cole Salmon. Gary Kruger to the Ridgebacks, replacing Brash Castor. Let's see. Lose Magic Hands, no thank you. Speed and power, he doesn't really need either. Power for George with a chance to roll 5. Not really worth it. I need more guaranteed power. Plus his loyalty's maxed out, so it's not worth it. Burnout. Doesn't really need this. So I'll pass. Yeah, I don't like any of them. Alright, Gangrene versus the Gobblers, Anais Bullock. Let's see who comes out on top. Gobblers playing at 7 and 11. We're 8 and 10 right now. And we blow it in the 9th. Great job. Back-to-back tough losses of 1-run ball. Falling quickly out of the division race. We're 3 games out with 5 games left to play. Hancock +5 power on a random roll. He's up to 93. Still an S tier. Love it. Chance to get K neglected for Mirthwright. No thank you. Not loving any of those options. Player development. Alright, this is game 20. Let's see how we do with Huang on the mound. Can we beat the 8-11 Grim Cats and hold on to second place? We lose again in the 9th inning. That's 3 straight walk-off losses. God damn it, guys. Like, you really want me to lose. Well, we have officially lost the division title. We're 4.5 games out with 4 games left to play, and we're 8 and 12. Looking at the division, or the standings, Spinners already have 13 wins. Pythons already have 13 wins. We're not catching either of them. Colossus are within striking distance. And so are the Grimcats. We're not out of it yet, but we really need this bullpen to do something. Mulberry to the Spinners, replacing Lexi Hancock. Nyla Straining released by the Grimcats for Dawn Moreno. Gerardo Burdock to the frontrunners as they cut ace Sam Logan. Aggro rolls +5 contact up to 76. And Atlas Phelps to the release by the Rousers for Ed the Man Manning. Like, I know it's our bullpen. I know our bullpen is the problem. Like, 100%, I know for a fact that is the problem. Has Santos even played this year? She's played one game. Yeah, I need to get you off this team. You're not doing anything. How about Hogwash? Has he played this year? He's played in 2 games. Again, wasting 2 roster spots this year. I'm getting rid of Santos. I'm going to go get a first baseman who's going to play. So I'm going to get Wally Manning. He looks pretty promising, so why not? Frees up some money as well. And I really need help in the pitching department. Like, come on. Like, I need something to work with here. Yeah, Bungalow's been getting lit the hell up. Fisher's been all right. Like, she hasn't been horrible. She hasn't taken any losses. Whitaker's been getting lit up too. She's the other problem child. I think Yuppers has been doing really well. He has. And Mirthright's been solid, right? Yeah. Like, it's not these two. It's these two that are fucking us right now. So if we cut Bungalow, it needs to be another spirited reliever. And if we cut Whitaker, it can be anybody. Okay. Well, I guess it's got to be Portillo again because he's the only spirited reliever available. Doing him for Whitaker, I guess. So at least we'll have a rested reliever in the bullpen. And I guess we do Ahmed Koch and hope for the best, I guess. You sign him for Bungalow and free up some more money. Not a whole lot else we can do here. All right, let's roll with it and see what happens. Maybe if I can cut a discipline player, we can get our thing up to... we can get Scottley up to tier 3. Manning we just got. Praline, George, nope. Koch we just got. Fisher, could get rid of Fisher, but nah, I need her right now. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. We're stuck with it. Contact for Hill down. He does need that, but he's been playing absolutely abysmally right now. Aggro, speed, and power he doesn't need. Power for George, I need more than 1 guaranteed before I do anything with it. It's got to be Hill down, I think. All right, Cantu's final start of the year. Let's see how he does. If we lose this, we're probably out of the hunt because we'll have a losing record for sure. All right, we keep it alive. We win 5-4. There we go. Back into second place. There we go. We split the doubleheader against the Grimcats. How's Willis doing? Not well. Okay. But I guess Hilldown does need the loyalty. Alright, well, we won and kept our hopes alive, so we're staying with it. Trickster for the Undead, released by the Undead for Alina McCarthy. New Presidente released by the Frontrunners for Flynn Snow. Mackenzie released by the Frontrunners for August Burton. Okay. Miners, alright. He doesn't deserve this. He's been horrible this year. Yeah, let's do Hill Downs, I guess. Maybe this will get him going with extra contact. Plus 4 to 48. Down 1 speed to 84. He does not get the bonus 4 contact. Trying to become a utility player. Does not work. That's okay, though. Loyalty does go up again. Alright, we need this win to stay alive. Can we keep hope alive against the last place frontrunners? This is a game we should win. Marv Willis versus one of our former pitchers, Messiah Presidente. Let's see if Marv can finish off his season on a high note. And he does not. We lose 5 to 2, and we are guaranteed another losing record. Flowers, she's been doing really well this year. I guess Portillo. Austin, I think. Yeah. What we got? So we're still mathematically in it, though the felines are making a late charge too. So we're still in it. Just got to beat teams ahead of us. Cantu maxed out his velocity, plus 7 random roll. Vadamakia released by the Undead for Horse Roman. Gray Peralta released by the Whispers for Jason McPherson. Luis Ponce released by the Buzzwings for Adelmo Lee. Jimena Bowles goes to the Spinners, replacing Wax Dyer. Everett Ho released by the Buzzwings for Tobin Porter. Vera McIntosh signed by the Buzzwings for Arella March. Count Polbeam to the Buzzwings, replacing Furtive Lowry. Heidi Concentrato cut by the Colossus for Lynn Trickster. Flowers loses 3 speed. Body Cherry to the Whispers, replacing Nico Faulkner. Curly Cook to the Buzzwings, replacing Damon French. Dandy Deep loses 3 power. Kyrie Garrison to the Gobblers, replacing Annalise McDaniel. Neville Suarez released by the Buzzwings for Amos Banks. All right. A lot of roster moves that time around. $1.84. Jesus, miners. Nothing I want to buy right now. Okay. Taking on the 14-8 Pythons. This is a must-win game. Come on, guys. We need it. Come on, Gangrene. Give us a dub. Come on. Come on. Lose 13-9. Damn it. Well, that ends our season. Yeah, it's over. Let's just sim our last game. There's no point in me making any roster moves either. It's just not worth it. Bad ball hitter, eh? No thanks. It's only tier 1. See if we can at least get double-digit wins this year. Come on. Taking on the Bowmen. They're 14-9. They're looking to get their 15th win. They've already locked up a playoff berth regardless. We rally and force extras but lose 9-8. So we finished 9-15 here in year 13. Another losing season. Even up the loyalties a bit here between Gangrene and Austin. Alright, well, let's look at the Ross numbers here and see what happened. Looking around the league, Bowman get Legend Randall replacing Dunk Montgomery. Trinket Stewart to the Felines replacing Hallie Golden. Foster Harrell to the Clerics replacing Arsenio Villa. Connor Fraser cut by the Grim Cats for King Shaftesbury. Chiefly Solis to the Hares, replacing Enzo Walters. Lever Hendricks to the Felines, replacing Ward Martinelli. Ronan Wheeler to the Ancients, replacing Cameron Mejia. And Tandy Deep loses 5 arm as he regresses again. All right, so looking at the free agent pool, there are a couple of our former players I want to star. Frazier, Ho, Fishman, not Presidente, I'm thinking of Messiah. Doug Montgomery looks interesting. I would like to sign him maybe as a bench guide for next season. I like the look of him. I think that's it. Okay. Whitaker, I wouldn't mind re-signing for next year. I mean, yeah, she struggled this year, but she's going to be a cheap reliever option, so I wouldn't mind bringing her back. Presidente, I just don't have any faith in him. How'd he do this year anyway? Nah, I mean, yeah, he was better than the last 2 years, but still not someone I would consider signing unless Tandy Deep retires. Then I'll consider it. August Burton looks decent. Louis Ponce, decent as well. Manuel Moran can play the entire field. Keep an eye on him. He'd be a good bench option as well. Arsenio Villa is available. Nico Faulkner is available for the bullpen. No thanks on Behurst. No, I don't like him. Mejia, Suarez, March, okay. McDaniel, Latamakia. Logan. All right, player development. Any last ones I want to buy before the end of the year? 2-arm to max out Hancock. Nah, I'm good. Fisher, Hopkins, Gangrene. Babble hitter for Tandy. No thanks. He's just regressing at this point. Wong, I don't plan on keeping him past this season, so he's out. Yeah, I'll just save my money. Keep $2 million in the bank for next year. But yeah, let's go through league leaders. MVP for the year. It is going to be Babs Bradford from the Bowman. Nice job. Armhorn finishes second. Connor, Mejia, Espinoza, Aguilar, Hill, Gilbert has a guy across. Finishes in the top 10. He's number 9. And Glover Leathers, our former shortstop, number 10. Not bad. Connor leads the league in batting average. King Moreau leads in home runs. And Hezekiah Cross leads in RBI. Buck Agro finishes third in RBIs with 22, 4 off the lead. Looking at home runs, Schlenkowitz hit a couple, so did Cross. Glover Leathers is on there as well. And in batting average, just Glover Leathers, he was third in the league with a 357. On base, Connor leads the way again. Leathers third with a 413. McFreddy hits 393 on base. Nice job. Way to go, Harsh. Glover second in slugging. Homegrown, it cracks the top 10 as well in slugging, along with Jinky's Corral. OBS, Bradford just edges out Glover Leathers. Homegrown finishes 8th, Corral 9th. Hits, Connor leads the way. Bradford leads in extra base hits. Glover Leathers finishes in 4th. Adrian Long and Cross finished tied for 6th. Or tied for 5th, actually. So does Laura Boone. Strikeouts, Anthony Hilldown finishes tied for third. Tucson Walter right behind him. Adrian Long on the list as well. Runs scored, Buck Agro cracks the top 10 along with Tandy Deep second in stolen bases. Burnout cracks the top 10. He ties for 6th place. No one in the pitching department for us here. Leah Collins finishes tied for second in the saves on the year, along with former reliever Morgan Duran, as both had decent years. Dan Henderson finishes 9th. Last season's MVP finishes 9th in WHIP, 099. Strikeouts, Morgan Durant cracks the top 10 with 35, finishing in 8th place. All right, and that's it for league leaders. All right, let's sim the playoffs and see how things shake out here in year 13, and then we'll go to the off season to do that. Shockingly, we missed the playoffs again. Looking at the seedings, our division rivals, the Pythons, are the top seed, as they went 16-8, and they lose the tiebreaker to the Razzles, who were 18-6. Ridgebacks number 2 at 16-8. Bowman number 3 at 15-9. Cockatoos number 4 at 14-10. Once again, the play conference is the stronger conference once again. For our league, Pythons are the only team from our division to make it. They're the top seed. Spinners finished 15-9 with the best run differential in the league at plus 47. Colossus, the 3 seed at 13-11 with a negative 11 run differential. Someone mathed that to me, Batman. And Felines finished 4th at 12-12 as they sneak into the playoffs. All right, let's sim these playoffs and see who wins. Ooh. One and one on our side on the conference so far. Ridgebacks up 2-0. Razzles up 2-0. Spinners take the lead heading to Game 4. Pythons take the lead heading to Game 4. Bowman extend the series. Razzles sweep, so the Cockatoos are knocked out. Spinners knock out the Colossus in 4. Pythons knock out the Felines in 4, so both lower seeds advance. And the Ridgebacks blow it. They go to a decisive Game 5. 2 Pneumatics leading the Bowman in this game, but the Ridgebacks win, so all 4 home teams win the first round. Battles of 1s and 2 seeds as Pythons take the early command. Ridgebacks rally to beat the Razzles in Game 1. Spinners split the series 1 apiece. Razzles split it 1 apiece as well. Spinners now at home. They win, almost blow it, but win Game 3. Razzles win on the road. They go up 2-1, looking for the victory. Pythons looking to force Game 5 back at their place. They will do it, blowing them out 13-2. And the Razzles win 6-1 as they knock the Ridgebacks out in 4 games. So the Razzles will have home field advantage no matter what. Pythons back at home lose in extra innings, 14 innings, as the Spinners win 6-3. Razzles take Game 1, 2-1 in a pitcher's duel. Razzles then take Game 2, 8-3, going on the road now. Spinners need a win, but they get swept. Razzles blow them out, winning 9-0 in the finale. As the Razzles win, I think this is their 2nd or 3rd title here in the series. Congratulations, Razzles. Rather convincing. They were the dominant team all season, and they ran the table. They were the top team since the beginning, and they finished as the top dog at the end of everything, lifting another trophy. Last year was the front runners. Razzles lost there. Oh, wow. Is that 3 years in a row the Razzles made the finals? Yes, it is. Oh, my God. How about year 10? I was about to say. So that's 3 years in a row the Razzles have made the finals. And they finally got the job done a second time, I believe. Because I think they've made, 4 finals appearances here in the series? Yeah, they won back in year 5. So they've made it 4 times in the finals, and they've won 2 of them. Good for them. All right, let's jump into the offseason and see if we add any new retirements to our Cutter's Legacy screen. First things first, our re-signings. Wally Manning, the backup first baseman, retires at the age of 40. Quick look at his career, as he wasn't really here for very long, but he has been in this league since the very beginning, 13 seasons total. He played one game this season for us. He went 0 for 3. Not bad. Not great, but, you know, he had fallen off pretty hard, so. Still a solid career, 37 career home runs, 95 RBIs. Congratulations, Wally. Go ahead and take a bow, my friend. Played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different teams in his career through 13 seasons. What was his career average? I forgot to look. 241. Yeah, could have been better. All right, looks like no other retirements, and nobody's like being aggressively trying to leave the team, although Ezekiel Miners was absolutely horrible last season, hitting 183, like seriously. But based on the rest of his numbers, it was just a down year, it appears. Hopefully he'll bounce back next season. He doesn't want any extra money because he knows he hasn't earned it. So, smart man. Smart man. He'll down hit 192. He's been a disappointment too. He's just never really developed into that great hitter I thought he was going to, you know. I'm keen to replacing him in the offseason for sure. Hancock, 88%. How'd he finish the season? 218, yeah. Bad sophomore slump for Hancock. We'll see if he turns it around in year 3, I guess. Burnout finishes off his 13th season, hitting respectably a 272. Not bad at all. Good job, Burnout. More than happy to have him back, even if he is getting paid exactly what he needs. Buck Agro was definitely our offensive leader for the year. He deserves it. He had his breakout season finally. Well, he did have a good year. Based on the last 2 seasons, he bounced back in a big way. Most homers he's hit in a season since his rookie year. Not bad, and his highest batting average since his 3rd season. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, Buck. Offer current. Let's see if he takes the money. He's going to take it. Yes, thank you, Buck. Appreciate it. Wilfred, I'm offering you your current salary. Hopefully you take it. And he does. Let's go. Hopkins, I really want to keep him. He has been hitting really well the past couple of years. He finally put it all together again this year. That's nice. Love it. Best offensive season so far. Loving what I'm seeing from Hopkins. I'm very happy with how he's developed here in the series. Probably going to need to pay him if we want to keep him, though. So let's just go ahead and do that. Hogwash didn't really play. He didn't play at all, really. Kind of just a waste of a bench slot at this point. If he's not going to play, I don't see the reason to keep him or offer him any extra money. So I'll probably look to replace him in the offseason. Miners I'm going to hold on to and hope that he bounces back next season. Hilldown, I'll offer this too. I won't offer him any extra money. I'm looking to replace him in the offseason. He's just been a thorough disappointment. Praline. He had a horrible season. I don't know. I could go either way with him. I might look to replace him. I might not. We'll see what's available as a backup in the free agent pool. Curtis George, he had a rough start, but he actually did really well in his rookie season. Hit almost 300. Love what I saw from him on paper. I like him. Let's keep him on the roster, I think. 94% chance. Yes, let's go. Tandy Deep, we're not offering you any more money, Tandy. Hopefully you can fight off regression just a wee bit longer, eh, buddy? You had a horrible season. The only reason you're still here is because you're one of the OGs. Reese Austin, he wants money. He wants to get paid now because I've crapped all over his loyalty. And he's coming off a pretty bad year. He's not really the best hitter, but he is a solid center fielder, and I wouldn't mind hanging on to him for now. Do I think he's worth $8.2 million? I don't think so. I would be all right with replacing him in the offseason if he doesn't take the money. So I'll invest in him for now, but I will have to replace him. I will look to see what's available in the free agent pool. We might replace Reese. Flowers, I'm not looking to keep her past this season, so I will be replacing her in the offseason for sure. Pablo Cantu, he's 75%. He's coming off a horrible season. I honestly don't think he's earned the money, the pay raise he's asking for, so I'm just going to offer what he's making now. And if he doesn't take it, he doesn't take it. That was an abysmal year, and he's going to walk. He wants to get paid. I don't blame him. But I'm not sold. I'm not sold on him. Willis wants his money, otherwise he's going to walk. He's also coming off 2 bad seasons now. I mean, he's all right. He's nothing special. I wouldn't mind letting him go. Long, I'm not bringing back. He's going to walk. I didn't want to keep him anyway. Might re-sign him. He's a solid number 4, number 3 pitcher. Gangrene was a real surprise this season. I'm very happy with how he played. I would like to keep him. Yes, let's go. Marv, do I pay him? Do I not pay him? I don't know. I just don't think he's earned it the last 2 years. I think he's fallen off. And it looks like he's going to walk as well, probably. Yep. Did not take the money. It is what it is. We got openings. Mirthright, he was a really big surprise this year. He pitched really, really well. I'm very impressed with how he did. I am more than happy with having him come back. 97? Yeah, he'll take that. All right. Yuppers, 100% on board. He was our real bright spot in the bullpen this year. Loved it. He had a career year. Let's do it again next season, Yuppers. Run it back again. Do what you did this year. Portillo, huge disappointment. I would love to get rid of him in the offseason. Koch, I'm not looking to keep. I can get rid of him in the offseason. He's going to walk as well. No surprise there. Raina Fisher, I want to get rid of as well. I'm not trying to keep her. She's unfortunately going to sign this. Yep. It was a 3/4 roll, I assume so. But I'm looking to get rid of her, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8, 9, possibly 10, 11, 12 roster moves. I'm basically replacing over half the team this offseason. We're going to be very busy. We need to solve these issues and fast. Because I just can't explain how this team is struggling right now. All right, let's look at league retirements. Did any former cutters hang them up? Did any of our OGs call it quits? We know that Tandy and Burnout are still here. Marie Rago, Fawn Bale, Mark Testa. We knew Wally Manning was going to retire. Agnes Bull, Chiefly Solis. So no active listings. We'll have to go through the original team summary here and see if any of them hung it up. So I know Mateo's retired. Hezekiah Cross is still active. He's still playing for the Felines. Chopper Underhanded is still active. He's playing for the Brown Bears. Hester Reliable is still active. He is playing for the Hares right now. Spool is still active. Beard is retired. I actually found out something funny today about Alfredo Beard here while I'm looking at him. I actually went back and watched one of my Hot Corners videos from the Second Chance Rebuild, which he's from. His name is not Alfredo. His name is Alberto. I definitely flubbed his name. When I translated it into SMB4, I thought it was Alfredo. His name should be Alberto Beard, not Alfredo Beard. It's the little things that I find funny. Burnout's still here. Everett Ho, he is still playing. He's a free agent right now. Harsh McFreddy is still playing. He's on the Pythons last we checked. Nico Jennings, I know, is retired. I don't know why I looked at that. Fishman is still in the free agent pool. He was released by the front runners. I know Tandy's still here. He's on the team. Ed Manning, he was signed by the Razzles. He won a ring. He is still on the team. Jude Hokey, he is not retired either. He is still kicking. Malaya Ellison, she is also still active. Presidente, he is still active as well. Connor Frazier, I believe, is still active as well. He's a free agent, yep. Leah Collins, she is still active. Louis Luther Butters, I haven't seen him in a while, but he is still pitching for the Felines. He is still active. Bulgar has retired. Elliot Rums is still active, still kicking it. And Troy Harrison, also still active. So no new retirements this season for our original cutters. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4 retirements. So 18 of our original team are still out here in the free agent pool. Still in the league. All right, let's see what we can do. Zephyr Ho is still here. I just wanted to see if he was going to retire or not. So I'm not interested in signing a catcher. Our 2 catchers are fantastic, and I don't see a need to replace either of them at the current moment. Though, if we do run out of money, we will need to make the tough decision probably to sacrifice Hancock, because I need to keep Burnout as long as humanly possible. I know Burnout is nearer to the end of his career, and Hancock is this S-tier, God-given grace 20-year-old, but I think Burnout needs to stay over him. But maybe when I get to that point, I might change my mind to keep Hancock. We'll see. But yeah, so we're not looking at catcher. We could look at a backup first baseman behind Agro, maybe. Esmeralda offside is decent. Milk Arroyo is a free agent again. Caitlin Havbutter, okay. Second base, I'm not getting rid of Hopkins. I just wanted to see if Cole was going to retire. I'm not looking to sign him. We will need a backup level second middle infielder probably. Maybe someone like Raiden Idle. Can't really field though. That's a bit of a downside. Alfio Zhang would also be a decent option. Third base, I could be convinced to get rid of maybe Miners. There are some decent options out here. Jared Fernandez looks like a solid first baseman. Roger Peterson also looks like a solid first baseman despite having butterfingers. Wingspan Mosley looks interesting as well. I'm liking this. Dunk regulation. Manuel Moran, I don't know. Blake Juarez as a potential backup looks decent. I like that. Alexander, no thanks. Fisher Campos, all right. Dunk Montgomery is still here as well. Decent backup. Yes, we have options at third. There's also Webb Ventre as well. He's a utility player with utility. That's a solid bench guy. All right, so shortstop. I am looking to get rid of Anthony Hill down. There's Adley Bradford. Valentino Curry. Wax Dyer. Glover Leathers is a free agent after having a career year again. Wixit Cowie is not starting level, but could be a bench option. Jack Flan, or Flan, depending on how they pronounce it. Coraline Pacheco is decent trades. I'd say for the traits alone, Pacheco is interesting. I'm not looking to replace anybody in the outfield. At least not in left field anyway. Center field. There is Augustus Hickman. King Monroe is a free agent again. Bash Neal. There is Aurelia March. Garius Goodwin looks pretty solid. BB Barron, I think, is too low rated to be a starter. Goodwin looks really good. Neal looks really good as well. So does Hickman. Wow. And Monroe. And then right field, we do need a right fielder. Spool Worrymore is a free agent again. Arsenio Villa. We got Siren Connor, who was runner-up in, I think, third place in MVP voting. David Beard is an option. Ricky Shavewell, Brantley Prowse, Alice McDaniel, Bro Roden, Fist McIntosh, Felicity Mess, developed up to a B finally. She might be solidly starting caliber. Jagger Marks, okay. Tier 3 clutch would be interesting. Yeah, there are options. Then there's pitching. So we basically need to revamp our entire starting rotation, basically. Homer Powell, Pablo Cantu, Dina Solomon's gone up to a B+, Marv Willis, Joseph Kirby, rookie, Alejandra Gross, Whoopsie Dubs, I like that name, Whoopsie Dubs, Zero Bango, Landon Briggs, Khalil Gregory would be decent. That's probably it. Okay. Long Bell bullpen. Braden Branch would be interesting. I would love that. Lucia Nash. Christian Baldwin. Gary Perkins. Jamison Droop. Whoopsie Espanol. 2 pitches. I saw it. Withers Snyder. Okay. Oh, I can get behind that. Kellen Furthermore. K Neglector. Maxton Ayala. Could keep Spirited at tier 3. And is a 3-pitch closer. I'm also intrigued by Furthermore for some reason. All right, let's go. One roster move in the first round, and that is Ryan Cabrera to the Brown Bears, the veteran. No transactions in round 2. Nothing in round 3. Cole, the Fishman, Salmon to the Buzzwings. Division rival signs him. And round 5. Nobody there, okay. Hey, Biscuit, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Nice to see you again. You need Whoopsie and Zero? Yeah, probably. They look pretty good. That'd be a pretty good duo name as well. Whoopsie and Zeros. Oh my, okay. So what are we looking at right now? What are we missing? So we're missing 1 disciplined, 1 our only crafty player, 1 competitive, so we're at tier 1 competitive, 1 scholarly, 1 disciplined. Okay, so 2 disciplined players. So we're at tier 2 disciplined, we're still in tier 2 scholarly, and we're still sitting at tier 3 spirited. Okay. They do have funny names, that is true. Cutters have gone on quite a while. Are there any original players left? Yes. There are 18 of our original 22 players still left in the league. I have a feeling it's going to be a whole bunch of bulk retirements in the next couple of years because the majority of the remaining players are in their mid-30s. So they're like between the ages of 34 and 37. And then there are a couple guys who like just turned into the 30s. Like Burnout, I think he was one of the youngest to start the series. He's at 32, so is Tandy Deep. I think those two specifically were like 2 of the youngest players on the roster. So all of them are at least 32 or older. Is there any age limit at which they'll automatically retire? No, I don't think there is in this game. I can say that because I've had a player in one of the other leagues that was 45. Yeah, Dub Hardy. Like, I don't think there's an automatic age. I think maybe 50 would be the automatic age if there was one, but I doubt anybody ever reaches that old. We ain't got no Warren Spawns out here. All right, are any of our guys near their price points? Let me just check that real quick before we sim again. Any of the guys we have starred. Let's rephrase that. No, the closest one is Whitaker at 0.7. Okay, and she's on the low end of the reliever list, so no worries here. Hope it's just a random chance you could theoretically get someone to 100. That would be funny if we got someone to 100. That would be hilarious. No one in round 6. Round 7, what happened? Sam Logan, the former ace of the frontrunners, I believe, is going to the undead. Round 8 has one signing. And that is Gray Peralta to the Spinners. Cutters will probably go until all of the original players have retired from the league, and then we can safely end the series there because I won't recognize any of the players in the league. And I think that would be a fine stopping point because I think the original goal was just go until the entire original roster is gone. Effort Ho got picked up by the Spinners. Mullen to the Spinners as well. Spinners are busy. All right, one more round. Damon Plows to the released by the Spinners for Johnny Escobar. Okay. And the Spinners go get Hector Longstroke as well. Wow, they are really just zooming right now. Okay. Will I do another sim franchise or do something new? I'm not sure, honestly. All depends on how my schedule is freeing up and what's going on. I don't have any plans at the current moment right now, so I do not know the answer to that question. Oop, that's not what I wanted. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, what we got? Couple players are below $1 million. No one's like egregiously close to their price point, though. Except Montgomery. But he's like a lower level backup guy, so I'm not worried about him per se. Bradford. Kelly Pacheco. Center fielders, okay. About $500,000 there. All right, yeah. All right, no one on the offense. Let's do pitching. Whitaker's the only one below her price point. Honestly, I'm not worried about her. If she gets picked up, she gets picked up. I really couldn't care less. Everyone else is at least 0.6 or higher, so we can go like round by round now. Personally, love to see a blended league like SMB and Green Nacho. Yeah, I mean, that's always a possibility. Just like have a bunch of random guys put together with the SMB players and just see what happens. That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that. So we got some roster moves. Via to the Ancients. Connor Frazier to the Ancients. Baller Hurst to the Ancients. King Monroe got signed by the Buzzwings as they get the all-star center fielder. Fair enough. August Simmons to the Pythons as well. That's all-star level reliever right there. Did one with SMB Legends and Custom. I made it to the max number of teams, but only set it to 20-game seasons. It was a blast because there were so many players to choose from, and most teams were strong because of how many good players exist. That's good to hear. That might be something I could do in the future for sure. Just got to hopefully hope the schedule holds, you know? Oh, God. I think we can go one more round here. Round 12. All right, so there goes Whitaker. Not upset about that fact at all. Going to the spinners. Dudley to the Ancients. O'Connor cut by the Ancients for McDaniel in the bullpen. Ronald Howard to the spinners. Gardner to the spinners, replacing Corral. Augustus Hickman got picked up. Damn it, that was the rookie center fielder I liked. Cyron Connor, the right fielder, goes to the Undead as well. And Major Biggs to the spinners. Okay, so that's a couple guys we missed out on there. Notice if you SMB leagues, you keep having free agent pool problems, so that could be a cool twist. Yeah, because then it would actually add extra players to the league in case there was a weak year where not a lot of good players are added to the league in a certain position. For sure. Yeah, Parenthood changes the schedule. It's those kids need us to survive or something. Basically, yeah. We got Arroyo or Have Butter. I think Arroyo is the better backup choice. And it wouldn't change anything with the chemistry compared to who he's replacing. Both are B- level, so no rush on signing either of them at the current moment. Idell is right there. I don't know if I want to spend that much on a backup, though. Jing would probably be the better choice. Let's see. We got Fernandez, Peterson, and Mosley. So we do have solid options here at third base. Mosley's solid. Peterson's solid as well. Power hitter. And Fernandez is a contact hitter. I think Hernandez is the weakest of the three. Peterson has first pitch slayer and butterfingers. Mosley has utility, can play the outfield, and has first pitch prayer. Okay. Interesting build there for him. I do like Doug Montgomery as a backup option. I might sign him for Praline. Just because I found Praline to be a tad bit annoying as to just how poorly he wasn't hitting. So the extra spirited player will help. So that way I can make a roster move if necessary to get Crafty up to tier 3. Or tier 2. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Dunk here. Yeah, we get a little bit younger at the backup third base position for sure. Mine's almost old enough to play backyard baseball. I'm really hoping he gets into it, but I have to pretend like I'm indifferent because if he notices I'm excited, he's going to try to play it cool and act disinterested. Nice. Butterfinger sucks on a third baseman, but those stats are so tempting. I know, right? It's like, got to take with the good on the bad on that one. Yeah, with Peterson, for sure. I don't know if I want to get rid of Miners, though. Like, I think Miners just had a really bad year. Like, it was the first really bad year he's had in a while, so I'm kind of tempted to keep him and just let him play through it. When did his hair color change? He just dyed his hair gray. 'Cause he was blonde. He was definitely blonde last I checked. Miners, are you telling me you're about to retire when you hit the age of 30? Or was your year just so bad you dyed your hair gray as a way to do that? I don't know. Okay, Miners. Yeah, he definitely dyed his hair white for whatever reason. Well, good thing I went and got Montgomery then. I think I'm going to hang on to Miners. I think I'm going to give him another chance. I don't think I'll sign a third baseman this season. I was tempted, but I think Miners is the right choice. Shortstop. I definitely want to get rid of Hilldown, though. Do I want to risk one more round on Bradford? Hesto Reliable is available in the free agent pool above her. So is Garlapally. I wouldn't mind waiting one more round. Plus, it would give us a crafty player, which we could use. Wixakawi. He's backup level. Honestly, I think Pacheco would be a better backup option, but you can't play second base, which was kind of what I hoping she could. What do we have backup second base wise? Alfio Zhang. Choker. Tier 1 choker. He can only play second and third, so he's not a midfielder either. Damn, that's what I kind of need. Not liking my options here. I guess Hogwash is going to stay again and be another waste of a backup spot. At least he's cheap for a backup at 5'9". Choker isn't that bad of a trait. Yeah, very true, very true. It's not horrible. It's just, you know, annoying. Yeah, at least Hogwash can play the ideal positions I'm looking for. It's second and shortstop, so I won't go ahead and get these backup shortstops. Although Cowie would be a decent backup for sure. He is still going to be more expensive, though, of course. That'd be Scholarly for Spirited. That's why I got the extra Spirited player. But we are losing, I think, one Scholarly player, so we'll be down in Tier 2 regardless. I think I'll just keep Hogwash. I think it's going to be smarter if we do that. Especially since he's already kind of a defensive expert. The only one I really want right now is Bradford because I need to get rid of Hilldown. I just think it's time for him to go. Outfield, I'm only looking at center field. Bash Neal is at his price point. Definitely a really great fielder, good contact hitter, decent speed, average power. Be an upgrade over Austin for sure. Goodwin's also decent. He's got elite level speed, good fielding, decent arm, decent contact, but below average power. So he's kind of like Reese Austin, just a little bit higher rated. If we compare the two here real quick. Yeah, extra speed, extra arm, extra contact. Much weaker fielder, and power is a lot less as well. And that would be losing a competitive player for disciplined. And we're also already losing a competitive player as well on top of that. So we're down technically in Tier 1 competitive as it is. Looking at my team, though, I don't have a lot of competitive traits. I only have durable on both my catchers. Okay. I mean, I would like both of them at Tier 2, but it's not a deal breaker. Tier 3 Dive Wizard with Tier 1 Mind Gamer, maybe Tier 2. And to be a third catcher as well. Or Tier 1, possibly Tier 2 Distractor. I think Arroyo's the better option. Again, we can wait. Both young-ish. Bradford, I'm going to risk one more round. Alright, so if we want a center fielder, we have to make a decision now. I think we just go for broke. We go for Bash Neal here. We spend the money, we upgrade center field, and we make the call. We want to win. We want to win now. This is the one we got to make. Sorry, Reese. All right, now right field. That's the only other spot I'm looking at. So since we spent the money to go get Neal, I don't think we can afford someone like Spool or Beard anymore. So I'll take both of them off the list. We probably are going to get stuck with Felicity Mess again. Or Jagger Marks with Tier 3 Clutch. Definitely younger. Mess, though, is a utility player. Good fielder, really good arm. Above average power, above average contact, below average speed. Marks, above average speed, decent power and contact, decent fielding, elite level arm. I think Marks wins that battle. Not quite at his price point yet, so we can wait another round on him. Pitching. So we have Kirby at 10. Gross, Dubs, Bango. I do like Dubs. I really like Dubs. Fits the spirited build we're going for sure. Gross, Crafty. We could use a Crafty player. Bango is discipline, not a make or break. Gregory looks good for a competitive player. I could use him like a back end of the rotation kind of guy. Brayton Branch with Workhorse and Elite Curveball. That'd be pretty cool. Nash. Tier 3 Clutch. Oof. That'd be really good. Baldwin, Pick Officer. Perkins with K, Collector. Droop. Again, we have another round on each of those. Snyder. Could use Snyder as a development piece. Okay, we do have a couple more guys down here as well. Okay, we have options. I think we'll go one more round. That was last round. All right, Dalton, Berg, Cantu. He's going to the felines. That was Beard. Okay, I figured he would go next. I like Jagger Marks. I think I can get him now. Hooper, Lay, Powell, Reliable. Hokie goes to the Bowman. I didn't even know he was a free agent. Spears to the Colossus, Baker to the Clerics, Downs to the Grim Cats, and Moran to the Ancients, replacing Micah Pena. Okay, that's perfect. Didn't lose a single target of mine that I was seriously looking at. All right, I'm really liking what I'm looking at here. What can I do with what I'm seeing? Junk Baller with 4 pitches. Flamethrower. Good stuff. Medium accuracy. I like Dubs. Good accuracy, decent stuff. I like Bango too. Okay. How do we play this? Well, we're definitely signing Dubs. That's a no-brainer. 100%. I'm going to go ahead and sign Jagger Marks as well. I like him. Got a good feeling about him in right field over Flowers. All right, so we got him. Adley Bradford we're going to sign as well here at shortstop to replace Anthony Hill down. So that's going to free up $2 million. Sorry, Anthony. I think it's just time for you to go, bro. Okay. First basemen are still good. I think I can go another round on both of them, at the very least. So I think we're done on the offensive side of the ball, outside of going to get the backup first baseman again. I think outside of that, I think we're really set, offensively speaking. Pitching, we still need to fill 2 starter spots. We're replacing Portillo, I think. And we need to fill coach's spot, and we're replacing Fisher as well. Now with Fisher, I'm definitely looking, I'm going to try this because I think I have nothing to lose at this point. I am going to go ahead and bring in this developmental closer, Max Ayala. He's already spirited, so he fits the build we're going for. Plus, He's already got 3 pitches as a closer. That is not something you see every day. So I'm willing to take a risk on this because we really have nothing left to lose. All right, so let's do this. Pitching. So I have to sign 2 more starters. I do like Gregory's starting point here. I think we have to sign Gregory just to save some money. So he'll replace Huang. All right, now what else do we want to do? I think we need to get competitive, Crafty back into tier 2. So we want to get some crafty players. We're not getting furthermore. Snyder is crafty and he's developable. I do like him. He fits the bill. Drew Perkins. We have Baldwin. Nash is crafty. Would have tier 3 clutch. Would be a good compliment for Yuppers. I could see us doing that. Discipline's going to go down to tier 1 though. So we need to sign at least 1 discipline player. We need to sign 2 discipline players. Crap. Okay. That's bad. All right. Well, that means Zero Bango would have to be the other signing then. But we're going to be out of money if that's the case. And then we'll have to crack open releasing Hancock. I don't want to do that. I want to try and keep Hancock if at all possible. Shucks, that's bad. This is really bad. I think of the 3, I don't like Kirby. Gross is decent. Bango is solid. But we can get Gary Perkins at least. That would solve one of the issues. Need to go 1 more round on him though. Snyder we could definitely get. There's Billy Coleman. He is disciplined. Ford Plows is 38 though. Hernandez. I definitely want to sign Perkins. Do I go get Snyder? Yeah, Snyder for Portillo. Okay. Still got 3 openings I have to sign and I only have $10.5 million to spend. Damn it. Yeah, let's go get Bango. All right, so we have Bango at least. We're down to $600,000 and we have to sign 2 players. Yep. Okay. So unfortunately, it does look like we're going to have to crack open one of these over $10 million players. I think Ezekiel Miners is going to have a bounce back year, so I'm going to keep him. Burnout, he's been here since the beginning. I don't want to get rid of him. Kind of contractually obligated to keep him. And that unfortunately means that we just got Bash Neal. So unfortunately, we are going to have to get rid of Wilfred Hancock, which is such a goddamn shame with his S-tier level godness. But I just don't have the money It's not sustainable to keep both him and Burnout on the roster. And I kind of want to keep Burnout just because he is the team captain. Oh, man. What do I want to do? Do I let Burnout go, finally? And I let Wilfred Hancock lead the team? Because I think even if we cut Burnout, we don't have enough money to sign both players we need. Hell, we might end up having to cut both of them. I think Hancock's is too valuable. I think Burnout's got to go. I hate doing this, but it's the end of an era. I know I flip-flop back and forth on this, but Hancock's got Tier 3 trait. Burnout's Tier 2 and Tier 1. I'm sorry, Burn. It's got to be you. I know you would understand. All right, well, backup catcher behind Hancock. We don't really need a high-level one because he has durable. Pastel Graves at 23. Tier 2 first pitch slayer. Tier 2 base rounder, possibly. John Downhill. Tier 3 power versus righty and utility at Tier 2. I like him. Emma Olson, discipline, distractor. I don't like her. John Downhill. I like that name. We also have Low Jacks, bad ball hitter. Okay. Solid, but I need someone cheaper, so Downhill is the winner. Yeah, plus he's going to have that Tier 3 trait and utility. We're definitely getting value here. Sorry, Burnout. It's got to be done, brother. I don't think it's going to open up enough for us to sign because we still need to get 2 roster spots. Jesus Christ. Man, we are really running out of money. It's really hard to balance the budget, let me tell you. It might have to be Hancock, which is a damn shame because I love this guy to death. Yeah, it's going to have to be him, I think. Still, John Downhill would be solid, but we could afford to go younger and maybe get Olson or maybe even Graves. Still, I like Downhill for the trade, so it's got to be him. That is going to free up $15 million. That should be enough to fill the rest of the roster that we need. Sorry, Wilfred. I tried to keep you as long as I could, buddy, but I need the money. I got to open up the budget to fill this roster out. I'm sure you understand, man. Go have a great career with whoever is going to sign you. All right, well, then we're definitely going to go with a low-level starter, probably. Ham's a leg strong. I mean, it's possible. Actually, I already have 4 starters, don't I? I do. Bango, Dubs, Gangrene, and Gregory. Yeah, I need a reliever. Well, I think the reliever I want to get is still available, but it's $7 million. Or we could just say nuts to that and go get someone cheaper. Like Portillo. I mean, Portillo would be cheaper. I like Gary Perkins, though. I think he'd be a great signing. Baldwin would be solid, too. And then we still need that backup first baseman. One more round. That is a goddamn shame. Worrymore's going to the Whispers. Peichel. There's Vadamakia. Kirby. March. Offside. Presidente. Newt. Not Messiah. Robbins to the Whispers. We got Goodwin to the Colossus. And Branch to the Colossus as well. Alright, so we can get Arroyo now, replacing Manning, who retired. So that's good. That fills up the roster spot I wanted to fill out. Alright, so now we just have the one pitching slot left to fill, and then we're done with the offseason here. We need a reliever. I would like it to be a competitive reliever, or a crafty reliever, just to get that back into tier 2. Because what are the traits? The traits are Stimulated on Burnout, Mind Gamer on Arroyo, Sign Stealer on Aggro, and Distractor on Miners. To be fair, none of them are like high-level crafty traits, but still. I really want to see where Hancock does go. I'll be curious to see where Hilldown goes, too. Since he's been here for a while. Perkins with K Collector is interesting. But only his fastball would be a good pitch. Droop. He's got good accuracy. That's about it. Baldwin has good junk, decent velocity. His pitches are good. He just can't control them. Reverse splits in the lead. Four-seamer on Espinal, but only 2 pitches. Phillips is still out here. Okay. Hi, Silas. Heat up tier 3 clutch. Okay. And he would put Crafty back in tier 2, which I want. And he'd be cheaper. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do. I think we got to save just a little bit of money here with this move. Plas would have Composed at tier 2. Rally Stopper at tier 3, but he's 38. Phillips is at least 29. He has less of a chance of regressing. Portillo was an embarrassment. Billy Coleman, I don't think is necessary. Yeah, it's gonna be Phillips. There goes Fernandez. Messiah Presidente to the front runners. Burton, Santos, Nash, and Fisher. Yeah, let's do Phillips. All right, we're going to finish with $5.5 million left in the budget. Now we're just going to see where the rest of the guys we are curious about end up going. Faulkner, Armhorn, Howard, Velos, Chavez, Kemp, Lushley, Droop, Crush. Just waiting to see where Hilldown and Hancock go. There's Peterson, Suarez, Jax, Hernandez, and Mosley. Ponce, Campos, Baldwin, Straining, and let's see, Sullivan, Bontventre, Regulation, Martinez, Idell and Cole. Evans, released by Butts. Perkins for Roman. Mess to the Undead, Cowie, Buckley, Yates, and Hancock all go to the Felines. They also go get Alfio Zhang and Ronan Wheeler and Billy Coleman and Atlas Phelps. Juarez to the Colossus, Graves to the Clerics. Have Butter to the Colossus, Barnes to the Clerics, Bravo to the Gobblers, Stein to the Felines, Lowry and Willis to the Clerics. They also get Brantley Prowse, Jack Flan to the Felines, along with Troy Harrison. So only Hilldown is left now. Lambert, Heaves, Mejia, Curry, Barron, Hancock, Olson, Savage, York, Platoon, Bugles, Proctor, Stanky, Grimes, Matthews. Furthermore, O'Connor and McDaniel. Beck and Espinhole. And there goes Hilldown. He goes to the Gobblers along with Homegrown, and then Stewart to the Clerics. Anyone else I'd be interested in signing? Let's see, Greyweather wouldn't be a bad signing, maybe for Bango. But I like Bango and Dubs. I like their names. Gangrene pitched really well in the offseason, although it would save us some money. I think we're getting better pitchers, especially ones that can develop. While Greyweather is old. I'm just looking at like high-level guys that are like really below their price points. Landon Briggs is decent, but he has no accuracy. Wang is still out there. Or Huang. Sullivan, no thanks. She is a utility player, but I like what we have. Garlapally is still a free agent, probably because he can't hit. Blind Alonso, he's 39. Alejandra Gross is below her price point. It's 7.6. That is intriguing. Almost the same amount of money for Gangrene. Pitching-wise, Gangrene is better junk and accuracy. She's better accuracy and velocity than Dubs. More velocity than Bango. And definitely better than Gregory. I like her, but I don't like her enough to replace what I have. I think we're good. Let's skip the rest of the offseason. All right, that should do it for this episode, everybody, as we finish up year 13 here for the Cutters. Another losing season for the Cutters, unfortunately. Wasn't as bad as year 12, where we only went 4-20, but we only go 9-15 this time around, as we once again have a losing record. And I'm going to scroll up here just to make sure I didn't miss anything else, really. Shouldn't be terribly much here. Yeah, like a lot of bench guys getting signed. There goes Portillo to the Clerics. Greyweather is still a free agent. That is surprising. Malaya Ellison is also a free agent. Bruno at third base. Raphael Gognam, Cheyenne Daniel. Truth Bucker is still kicking it at age 41. Nice to see. Huang is still out there. So is Briggs, Leathers, Asiago, Plows, Dealer, Flowers, Fisher. Irene Knockmore, 25-year-old starter. I like her. Harsh is still a free agent. Ellison is a free agent. We'll see where they get picked up. Leathers is a free agent as well. Decent. Keep that in mind moving forward. Hunky Simon. Decent backup catcher, but wild thrower. That's worrying. Sylvia Bruno is a left fielder who can play the infield. That is not something you see every day. Lucy Hatchford, bench player. Can't really do anything. Ham's leg strong. Matilda Patton. Gerardo Burdock is still down here. It's Ryan McKenzie. Okay, nothing else. All right, but that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Year 13 now in the books for the Cutters. Quick recap, we do finish 9-15. Another losing season, but not quite as bad as year 12. Razzles went on to win their second championship as they made the finals for the third straight year in a row. They were the best team all year last year, and they showed it in the playoffs as they ran the table basically without issue for the most part. And then in the off season, we did have to make a good chunk of roster moves to change the look of the team here, moving into year 14. As you can see, S-tier starter and catcher Wilfred Hancock is gone. We unfortunately had to take his money and use it to spend on the rest of the team because we were 2 roster spots shy of filling out the roster for the coming season. And he had the most money on his contract, so it was the right call financially speaking, even if it upset me greatly to lose such a great prospect. He is now on the felines. We will see him once a year. We have a new backup catcher in John Downhill, the 25-year-old, as he joins the team. It's his rookie year. We'll see if he can adjust. Buck Agro's back. Melk Arroyo is the new backup first baseman in his third year in the league. Spent the last 2 years with the Ridgebacks, coming off the bench. Bill Hopkins is back. Hogwash is back. Miners is back in a make-or-break year. Dunk Montgomery's the new backup third baseman as we let Ghost Praline go in free agency. Adley Bradford is the new shortstop as we cut Anthony Hill down from the roster after another underperforming year from him. Curtis George back for his second year. Tandy Deep is still here. Bash Neal is the new center fielder replacing Reese Austin. He's a rookie 22-year-old. He looking to make his mark on the league. We have a new right fielder, Jagger Marks. He is a rookie taking over for veteran Ingrid Flowers. Zero Bango is our new pitching ace. He is a rookie as well coming into the league. We have Whoopsie Dubs, another rookie. She'll be the number 2 in our rotation. Finnegan Gangrene is the only returning starting pitcher from last year's club. And we have a new number 4 starter rookie, Khalil Gregory, as he'll be the number 4. We lost Marv Willis, Pablo Cantu, and the fourth guy we had, which was Wong, who was a midseason signing to free agency. Class Mirthright is back as the long reliever, along with Everett Yuppers. Silas Phillips is making his second stint with the Cutters organization. Withers Snyder is a rookie reliever, and Maxton Ayala is a rookie closer joining the club. Yes, I signed sophomore closer. He pitched for the Grims last year. I see a lot of potential in this young guy, and I think he's worth the shot because he does have 3 pitches as a closer. And if we get him some good traits and some development, he'll be a solid arm to have at the back end of the bullpen. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode, guys. $5.5 million left in the budget. We saved $2 million from player developments last season. We'll see if next year, in year 14, the Cutters can bounce back and have another winning season. Also, no new retirements here in year 13. So still 18 original Cutter players remain in the league. We keep going until all of them are gone. If you made it this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down in the description below if you guys want to come over, watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout out to Smash Biscuit for chatting with me during the stream. Appreciate it, buddy, as always. Everyone else, catch you on the next one. Until then, this is a nasty one. Signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.